What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 4 of my NHL 22 Calgary Flames franchise mode series. If you guys missed the last episode, spoiler warning, about to show you who won the Stanley Cup. As you can see there, the Toronto Maple Leafs get one, so all you Leafs fans should be happy. Now, before I show you guys the lines for this episode, I'm actually going to make a trade to start off here. I feel like it's time to move on from Caden Primo. Dustin Wolf's too good to be an AHL goalie, 23-83. Primo's older, high rated, but has more value. I'm thinking we trade him out of the conference, so it's Eastern Conference team. Does anybody want him in the East? Hopefully we can get at least a third round pick. Ottawa Senators, Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's try Pittsburgh here. Oh my god, how are those their goalies to start the year? So we're doing them a huge favor here. You'd think they'd have to go as a third round pick. Actually, could he be worth even a second? Nah, second's too much, but maybe we could trade up. We have their fourth rounder. We'll give them their fourth round back with Primo to get a second round pick. Trades rejected, fair enough. Let's just go then for the third plus a fifth. Hopefully we can hit on one of those picks. There we go. Trade's going through, so Wolf's the backup. Also, guys, last episode I forgot to show you where two huge free agents signed. The first one is Nathan MacKinnon with the Buffalo Sabres, getting paid $13.33 million on a 7-year deal. Absolute insanity. It's kind of funny, guys. McKinnon might actually get this next year. A lot of reports coming out that he wants $13 million, which would make him the highest paid player in the NHL. I guess he figures he's already been on, a very good contract, best contract in the league probably. Avs have their cup. Time for him to get paid. Now Dallas, here's where Pastrnak signed, $14.2 on a 7-year deal. Absolute insanity. A couple teams I actually want to show you guys, just things I saw. Jarczyk there's already a 90 at 20 years old. Absolutely ridiculous. And then on the San Jose Sharks here, Thomas Bordelot already an 88. His potential is also going to medium top 6 to high top 6. So pretty crazy some of the growth we've already seen. Now I just finished into the preseason, guys. Check this out. We're 5-0-1 through 6 games. Huberdeau's got 14 points, averaging over 2 a game. That's insane. So I'll show you guys the lines here for this season. We got Huberdeau, Lindholm, Teravainen on the first line, Voracek, Gensel, Mangiapane on the second. All getting a +5. Decided to actually put Gensel second line center instead of Lambert. That way Mangiapane could be the top 6. Gensel's faceoffs there aren't terrible. 70. Really good D awareness and stick check. I think he'll do okay. Third line's Pelche, Lambert, Kessel with Phillips, Protas, and Rosica on the fourth line. Defensively here we got Uyghur, Nemec, Anderson, Hanifin, Muzzin, Pesci. In terms of the special teams, we got +5 first foreman, +3 second. Both power plays are +5. That first one looks ridiculous. PK here, +3 on both. 3-man PK, a +3 and a 0. Not bad at all. Of course, now in goal, Wolf is the backup behind Markstrom there. Some people are saying to trade Markstrom, but I'd really love if he could beat some of Kiprusoff's records. In terms of the AHL team, guys, I'm really liking the look of it. So that first line there, you got Zary, Vesalainen. The brothers on the second line with Coronado, so sick. Smith there, Bemstrom on the third line are nice. Schwint even on the fourth with Beck. Defensively, Poirier, Wild, Cholowski, Stanley. The entire top 4 is 80s. Ballack, Kivaharjo on the bottom pair. Goalie-wise, Allen Felt's a starter. Carlton's a backup. Not too great rated, but medium starter potential. Maybe he'll get better. Also, two guys had to make a captaincy change after trading away Brent Burns. So we still have Lindholm wearing the C. Huberdeau's wearing one of the A's. And I've actually got Anderson wearing the other A. I feel like, he's probably been on the team the longest of all the guys left. So that is why we did that. And next year, guys, I'll just show you the ratings we have to start this year. So as you can see there, we got 95 offense, 91 defense, 87 goaltending. Hopefully it's good enough to make another run to Stanley Cup. And check out this trade from the Edmonton Oilers, guys. Kailer Yamamoto unsigned with a third round pick for Poirier, a fourth and a sixth. That's really not that much of an ask. Yamamoto here, 85 overall, 26. So this is last year to grow. And I think if we got him right now, we could sign him out of the third line because it's not December yet. Poirier there, 22.80. I mean, he's a pretty solid young defenseman, but for Yamamoto, this might be worth it. We have $5 million in cap space. I know a lot of people say it looks like Yamamoto as well, which is making me want to do the trade, but maybe we'll hold off for now because I do want to give Jacob Pelche a chance there on that third line. And if we bring in Yamamoto, he basically loses his spot, be back down in the AHL. Now, having said that, he's got 1 assist in 11 games, 10 minutes of ice time. I don't know. Now, apparently the whole third line's not doing too great. Kessel there's got 1 goal. How is Lambert doing? 2 wingers there each have a point. He's got 4 at least. I think he's actually on the power play, but so is Kessel. Pelche isn't, so really no excuse for Kessel. And maybe we trade him out here. The Oilers want him to be over the max salary cap. I'm going to see if instead of Poirier, they'll take Wild. Now, his value is less, so I'm willing to not take a third rounder back. Wild, the fourth and a sixth for Yamamoto is a bit of a steal for us. Trades rejected. Okay, maybe, I don't know, instead of the 6th there, we give them 2 4th-round picks. Does this make the trade go through? And it does. Wow, that's awesome for us. And now the Oilers are putting Cody Ceci on waivers. How interesting. I feel like that money they could use to sign Yamamoto. So, 80 overall, but making 3.2. I'm just going to decline that. And obviously, guys, next year we got to make sure we get Yamamoto signed before the deadline, which I think is either December 1st or December 31st. I forget which, so I'm going to play it safe here. 1 year, $3 million is a pretty good deal. Even 2 years, 4.2. 3 years, 5. Let's try a 3-year, I don't know, 4 million, maybe 4.5 million. We should have the money for that. So yeah, I think that'd be a great contract for Yamamoto. Mason Marchment for a 2nd and a 3rd. Gonna say no, we just brought Yamamoto. That's the money we're spending. I think he should say yes, 4.5. And there we go. Okay, so right now he's in the AHL. Next thing I'm actually gonna do is trade Kessel. So we still have a bit of cap space for the deadline, and like I said, Kessel wasn't really doing that much. That was with power play time. Alright, guys, we're really not getting much here for Kessel, but again, he's got 1 goal in 14 games. Trade him to the Panthers here for a 6th. I mean, he gets retired down in Florida. He can't be too upset. They reject. I was about to say they accept. Oh my goodness. I mean, they want him. They have the cap space. A 7th rounder? Wow. We have to, I mean, honestly, really no room for him on the roster. I'm just going to do him a favor, I guess. Send him to Florida. No way. We have to pay? Alright, guys, next time we're going to try trading Kessel to the Devils for a 7th-round pick with $1 million retained. Hopefully they'll say yes to this. Trade is rejected. Honestly, guys, at this point, I'm thinking I'm just going to leave Kessel on the roster and hopefully he gets more value at the deadline because I guess, yeah, for a 7th, it's not even worth it. And so right now, guys, in December, we have a record of 18, 13, and 3, which is pretty good, but, oh, wow, it's actually good enough for first in the division. I thought our record honestly would be better than that. I think we have a very good team right now. And look at this. Teravainen's got over a point per game, so making that trade we made for him even better. Hopefully the NHL team can keep it up. AHL-wise, Coronado's got 40 and 33. I really hope next year he makes the NHL team. In terms of the standings, AHL team's first there in the division, as well as the entire league, so they're killing it. Alright, guys, we're at the trade deadline now with a record of 31, 26, and 5. So kind of the same as before. Like, we have an above 500 record, but nothing amazing. Luckily, still 3rd there in the division, but the Kings there tied with us, Ducks and Kraken, even the Sharks are not far behind AHL-wise. 46, 11, and 4. They're crushing it. 96 points, good for first in the division. Probably the AHL. Coronado still has over a point per game. And yeah, they are first in the league. Our leading scorer is now Jake Gensel, so really nice signing there. We'll see what's available here. We're definitely a buyer. We'll see as well as can we trade Phil Kessel. Who are the top players? Are you kidding me? Draisaitl's on the block. I mean, he's a pending free agent. DeBrincat there with the Senators. Dylan Larkin. Wow. Clearly he messed up. Signed with the Capitals instead of us. You got Marchessault there. John Carlson. Tyson Barrie. Buchnevich. Nylander. Crosby. He's also a pending free agent. I always trade for Crosby. I mean, I would love to bring him onto the team. Okay, so I'm looking right now at Draisaitl, Larkin, and Crosby. Because second line center right now is kind of being played by a winger in Jake Gensel, so maybe there's something we could do. Alright guys, I'm not sure if this one's going to go through, but if it does, it's an absolute steal. Sidney Crosby, still a legend, 87 overall there. He's got, oh my gosh, he's got over a point per game right now, 63 and 61. I don't know why Penguins always put him on the trade block. We're offering up Voracek, who's actually gone down to an 80 with AHL potential, even though he's actually having a good season. He's got 47 points, 63 games there. Phil Kessel scratched. He's kind of just there for the salary to move over. And now Muzzin's also here not only for the salary to work right now, but also a bit of a salary dump for next season. Down to an 80 overall from 82. I think we signed him as an 83. Role depth defenseman, potential 7th. So kind of like Voracek, he's quickly dropping there in potential. So somehow we have actually more value. I think Voracek on his own is about the same. We'll see what the Penguins say to this. Trades rejected. Don't want to put Jeff Petrie on waivers. Let's take Muzzin back. Trade still works. See what they say. Voracek and Kessel for Crosby. Trades rejected. I mean, obviously I'm willing to add to this to get Sidney Crosby. I will say I did try looking at a Larkin trade, but it just did not work salary cap wise. We'd have to give up, say, like Teravainen or Lindholm or something. Wouldn't make sense. And then Draisaitl would just be super hard to trade for trade value wise because he's almost at the max. Our only guy anywhere close is Huberdeau as well too. He's going to need a big raise, which I actually don't think we had the money for. So, looking at skaters here, we could add to get Crosby. I feel like Sexsmith, 1850. What are the chances he actually turns into a good player? Come on. Trade is still rejected. They'd have to put Petrie on waivers again. What the heck? I'll retain $1.5 million on Kessel. Send him back to Pittsburgh, where, of course, he won back-to-back cups, even though, I mean, there's no Crosby there now once we get him. With him, I'll also add I don't know, a 5th round. I'll give the Penguins their 5th round pick back. Come on. Trade rejected. Let's try a 3rd next year. There we go. Okay, so I think that was a great deal for Crosby, especially, you know, losing Voracek's salary, as it looks like he'll be getting worse. Again, I'd love Draisaitl or Larkin, 2 of my favorite players in the NHL, but I just don't think there's a way this is going to happen unless, I don't know, we pull off some crazy deal here. And this is hilarious, guys. The Pittsburgh Penguins are all worried about putting Jeff Petrie on waivers. 37 years old, 79 overall, making $6.2 million. Like, I don't think anyone's claiming that. Now, next year, guys, we're trying to get trade upgrade our defense as well as help us out for next year. So, Muzzin, again, trying to get rid of that salary for next season. Getting back Esa Lindell, who's an upgrade right now, 30-84. Have them retaining 50%. Getting a 4th round pick. As writing this Kreutzer prospect, 1958 medium top 6. I think we actually drafted him and Sexsmith both in the 3rd round last year. So, pretty nice, you know, picks there. Obviously, we're using them for trades right now. Not high-end prospects or anything like that. See what the Capitals say. Trades accepted. Wow, okay, so we made our team a lot better here. Hopefully, we're able to go on a deep playoff run. All right, guys, the trade deadline is now complete. Kellen Lynn there goes to the Edmonton Oilers for Scott Mayfield. Of course, our trade for Lindell. Mason Marchment went to the Penguins. Interesting for a rebuilding team, it would seem. Adam Larson there to the Canucks for a 1st rounder. Alex Nylander there to the Vegas Golden Knights. Pittsburgh got a 1st rounder for him. Wow, okay, that's a good return. Our trade for Crosby. Grizzlies there to the Devils. 1st round pick for Gustafson and Middleton. Jeez. Clint Clapperton there to the Ducks. Shout out Clapperton for Mahura. Mackenzie Blackwood to the Kraken for Edmondson and Shea and Tierney. Pretty big move. Dvorak there for a 1st round pick. Taylor Hall in the Red Wings. I would love that. Have him sort of come home. Of course, he played for the Spits. The Lightning traded Chernick to the Wild. And then John Carlson traded the Florida Panthers for a 1st and 2nd rounder. Wow. And now look at this, guys. The Leafs are putting Jacob Milton on waivers. He's a 29-year-old, 80 overall defensive defenseman. He's got 86 awareness and shot block with 88 stick check. That's not bad stats at all. He's making $2.5 million a year, which isn't the best contract, but it's not the worst either. I mean, if we didn't trade for Lindell, I feel like he's an auto claim, but because we did, I'll probably just decline. Also, look at this. Crosby's now the leading scorer on the team. Typical. Alright, guys, now check this out. Our team is stacked after that trade deadline. The top line is the same. We now have Gensel reunited with Crosby and playing with Mangiapane on the 2nd. Still getting +5. Peltier, Lambert, Yamamoto, Slower 3rd. No change to the 4th line. Defensively here, we now have Pesce on the 2nd pair with Hannafin. Lindell Anderson's our bottom pair. That's so solid. 284s. Obviously, no change to the goaltending. In terms of the special teams, Crosby's out there for a lot. He's on the 2nd power play with Gensel. I think he's on the PK for us, a 3-man PK. So I'm using Crosby as much as I can. AHL team's the same. Aside from, of course, losing about Wild. So Kevin Harvey's actually now on the 2nd pair. Hopefully, he'll play well there. So we have about a month and a half left. We're not locked into a playoff spot or anything. Like, there's a lot of teams there just behind us, so we gotta continue to play well. And so we're now in the season here, guys, with a record of 45-30-7, which is good for 97 points and the division. I didn't think that'd honestly be enough. Coyotes, oh my gosh, they're sick all of a sudden. 114 points. They win the President's Trophy. AHL team, though, is insane. 61-13-8, 130 points. That's gotta be the most in the AHL, and yeah, no one's really close. I guess Iowa Wild and Condor are there at 119. Coronado over a point per game with 83. Jake Gensel, 88 points, 82 games. Clearly, he was a good signing for us. I feel like he probably did even better once reunited with Crosby. Huberdeau, speaking of Crosby, Teravainen, we got 4 players on our team over a point per game. Love to see that. Mangiapane, 75 isn't bad at all. Lindholm, 54. First line center. I know he's a two-way guy. Should be putting up more points than that. Yamamoto almost had 50 and only in 68 games. That's actually really good. So, love that trade for us. Lambert, 41, not too bad. Weegar, 40. Phillips, 27. Pelche, 27. Phillips is playing 4th line, so Pelche definitely needs to pick it up there. The Rose 3 defenseman, Protas 22, Nemec only 19. I feel like he should be putting up more points than that as well. Goaltending stats here, Markstrom, .914 and 2.6. That's honestly really solid with the Simmons scoring set to high. AHL goalies, Allen Feldt, I mean, I feel like his record speaks for itself, but still a .912 and a 2.25 goals against. Behind Coronado, Morgan Geekie was about a point per game there playing with his bro. Vesalainen 74, Connor Geekie 71, still an 80, but you think he's got to go up in rating. Bemstrom put up 70, Zeri 66. Hopefully we have some growth here from this AHL team. Next, I'll take a look at the entire NHL. I don't think Gensel's 88 will be enough to be anywhere close. It's not. Barkov leading the league. Laine's up there. Gaudreau, like this duo in-game is insane. Nylander, McKinnon on the Buffalo Sabres still going off. Kachuk, Marner, Matthews, Kane. I feel like Matthews might be a free agent now if I remember right. 2025, yeah, I believe he's about to be. Dahlin, little defenseman in scoring. Seth Jones behind him. Okay. Looking at rookie skaters here. Braden Yeager, 64 points, down 83 there for the Rangers. Rossi tied him, though. Not as good at plus-minus, same rating. Maki Samoskevich got traded by the Panthers to the Seattle Kraken. He put up 50 points. Interesting. Okay, so Wyatt Johnston, what's he got? Only a 78 there on the Dallas Stars. So goalie stats here. Nedeljkovic on the Chicago Blackhawks, most wins. Best save percentage for a starter, though. Oh my goodness, I just saw Nedeljkovic played 75 games. What the heck? And he put up a .915. Dude, this guy probably deserves the heart playing that many games. Are you kidding me? Goals against is Markstrom. So 36 wins. It's probably not going to be enough wins for the Vezina, but still a really good season by Markstrom there. Arizona Coyotes, again, President's Trophy winners. Wow. So you had 9 teams with 100 plus points. We're 11th in the NHL. Anyone get screwed? Boston, kinda, but I mean, LA, different conference, only 1 point back. Last place, the Preds there, 50 points. Devils just above. Goals for, I don't see us. And now looking at goals against here, we actually had the best goals against Tower Chicago. No idea what the tiebreaker is for the William Jennings. Actually, guys, I just Googled it, and apparently both goalies just share the trophy, so Markstrom and Nedeljkovic both going to be getting the William Jennings this year. That's pretty cool. So, in the playoffs here, we're going to be playing either the Kings. I feel like probably not the Kings, though, because, yeah, Arizona's the President's Trophy winner. We'll be playing the Central Wildcard, who's the Avalanche. Okay, so they no longer have Nathan MacKinnon. That is huge for us. Hopefully, we can get by them here in the first round. They've got Tarasenko on the team, though. Newhook's an 89, Rantanen 93, Blake Wheeler's a vet, Shane Bowers up to an 85, Landeskog, bomb 6, they got Nichushkin there, got Chenyuk's on the team, defensively, oh my god, 90 and 96 top pair, even the second, 80-94 with a 79-85, the D is ridiculous, goaltending's not that great though, Georgiev and Riddick there, so there are some holes on the team, goaltending's not that great, bomb 6 forwards aren't that great, I think overall we are a better team, even though their defense is ridiculous. Here we go. Wow. Okay, so lost the first game. Luckily, won the second there in OT. We have the home ice advantage here. Heading to Denver. Loss. Come on, boys. Find a way. Find a way. Wow. Okay, so another first round exit there. This time at the hand of the Avalanche. I don't know what's going on. Luckily, we did get the one Stanley Cup, but very disheartening to say the least. Another Battle of Alberta here, AHL team-wise. And we lose that in first round. Come on. Just so unlucky. Our AHL team, 130 points. And we get out in the first round? Like, come on. And now the draft results are in, guys. Winnipeg there jumps from 4-1 to pick first overall to get Michael Misa. Detroit there jumps from 6-2. No idea who, like, the second overall is going to be in 2025. But look at that. Maple Leafs win another Stanley Cup. They go back-to-back. Also, Yamamoto there had over a point per game in the playoffs. So, great trade picking him up. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is. We can't get to the first round. A bunch of guys with 3 points. Surprised to see Lambert there. Markstrom's stats were not good. So, other than the one Stanley Cup run, Markstrom's playoff stats have been pretty bad, but his regular season stats have been awesome. So, I don't know what to do. Maple Leafs swept the Canadiens in the first round. Lightning in 7, Panthers in 5, and then they went 7 there with the Coyotes. So, the fact the Coyotes are already in the Stanley Cup final in 2025, that's pretty impressive, honestly, considering the state of them right now. So, President's Trophy there. They got the Clarence Campbell, Maple Leafs, back-to-back Prince of Wales as well. Barkov, Art Ross, and the Hart. Seth Jones there got the James Norris. Johnny Gaudreau with another Lady Bing. Calder there goes to Jaeger. Nylander got the Conn Smythe. Markstrom got the Vezina. Wow, okay, so I wasn't sure if he was going to get it. That is pretty cool. In the original recording for Season 3 I did, he also won the Vezina, but obviously that wasn't the case in the redo. Nedeljkovic there, William Jennings. Okay, so he's supposed to share it with Markstrom, but apparently not. Apparently they gave it to him for who knows what EA's tiebreaker is. Colin there, Bill Masterton. Wild Coach Jack Adams, Barkov, Selke, and the Ted Lindsay, and then Matthews there, Maurice Richard. Okay, so huge year for Barkov. In terms of the AHL team, Bevel Centers there won the Calder Cup. We have yet to win it, even though we've been the best team in the regular season the last 2 years. Like, come on, of course, we won the regular season, the Western Conference, our division. Nick Ritchie, most points. Luke Kunin, MVP. Coronado there, most goals. That's awesome. I didn't realize that. Connor Geeky, best rookie. Okay, let's go. Dimitrov, best defenseman. Alan Felt, best goalie. Tons of awards for our team. Anderson, MVP of the playoffs. Zachary LaHaroux, sportsmanship. Ness there, community involvement. And then Grubauer there had the lowest goals against with Jesper Wallstedt. Jeez, Iowa Wild have actually super good goalies. That's probably why they were doing so well, too. So, we'll look at retired players next year, guys. And then we'll get to the draft. I don't think we should have any. Parise, Perry, Carter, Letang. Jeez, so yeah, Pittsburgh loses him. Crosby, same year. Gensel the year before. Lucic, Simmons, Okposo, Foligno, Ladd, Gagne. Looking at goalies here, Dubnyk, Schneider, Grice, so no huge names. And throughout the draft now, guys, I see the first message says Kevin Fiala's on the block for the Kings. Wow. Joey Del Rio, some made-up guy, medium franchise, going to go first. Michael Meese is second, even though I think I gave him high elite, but that's alright. You got some medium elites after him. No gems at the top, which is good. We do have a gem at 68. Hopefully not low 70. That'd be such a waste. Oh my gosh. Guaranteed high elite goalie at 40. We have to get him. I think we have our first round picks. We can honestly just trade back. Okay. Guaranteed elite defenseman, 98. Our scouts went off this year. NHLTA 5 years. Another one. Another one. Our American defenseman. Let's go. Another guaranteed elite goalie, 143. Wow, our U.S. scout crushed it. Actually, this guy was playing for the Mississauga Steelhead, so OHL scout there, but the other two are both American scouts. Alright guys, so next we're trying to trade our first round pick, 27th overall, to the Devils for 37, dropping back 10 spots. I'm hoping they'll give us a fourth, because then we can get one of those guaranteed elite defensemen. They say yes, so nice trade. We still need some more fourth rounders though. We have 2. I guess we could use the third. Honestly though, I think I'd rather just, pick up another, maybe trade these 2 fifths for a fourth. Rangers here have 108. That should be good enough. See what they say. There we go. Okay, so should be able to get everyone now with those picks we have. And I just into our second round pick here, guys. Obviously, second overall, Detroit got Michael Misa, so I'm pretty happy with that. Then you had a few made-up medium elites going after him. Edmonton messed up there, but obviously makes it easier on us in terms of the Battle of Alberta. If they lose Leon Draisaitl as well, I don't know what they're doing. But our pick, super easy, is Zane Christie here. High elite goalie. How much is he rated? 57. Honestly, that's not too bad. And this is so weird, guys. I was just looking at our players, seeing if I wanted to trade anyone. Teravainen dropped in rating to an 86 after putting up 74 points. I mean, I don't understand that at all. He was an 88. He dropped 2 for a 74-point season as an offensive player. I don't understand this game sometimes. Now, only trade we might make here, Esa Lindell. I don't really see us bringing him back. I don't think we have the money. Poirier, I think, finally probably makes an NHL team. He'll be on that bottom pair. So if we can get like a 7th round pick from him, I feel like that's just good value there. Helped us out in the playoff run. Unfortunately, we were still a first round exit. Red Wings, come on, Yzerman. There we go. And on the 3rd round here, guys, we have pick 83. I think the next one I'm going to do actually is just probably reach a bit to make sure we get this Benjamin Koning guy. Guaranteed elite defenseman, 6'4" from the States. Only a 49 overall. But honestly, in the 3rd round, really good value. And I think taking him there ensures we get like all the other ones. So, okay, I thought for a second it was Watt. It's not. He's like half and half. Right here's the next guy, Colby Curry. Guaranteed medium elite. He's 47 as well. No X factors, but still in the 4th round to get a medium elite defenseman, like awesome, awesome value. And I think this next one here, 108, we're actually going to get a guaranteed medium top 6. Yeah, look at this. We have 2 pins left. Guaranteed medium top 6, guaranteed medium elite. We could take somebody else here, but honestly, I'm just going to play it safe. So, I guess the forward's next to go. The German, 55, medium top 6. Next pick here is 110. We'll get the guaranteed medium elite goalie to go along with our high elite goalie. Like, what a draft we've had. I don't think any X Factors anybody yet, but still, crazy, crazy value. So, 6th round, we're just hoping to be lucky. Guaranteed low top 9. Honestly, I'd rather go with like one of these guys that could be low elite. I'm going to take Keith here. He's the highest rated, plus NHLTA is only 4 years. 59, low top 9. Alright. I think we do have still a couple more picks here. Maybe we'll get lucky with one. I mean, Kachuk, good chance to be low top 4 defenseman from the Broncos. Come on. 57, low top 6. Now in the 7th round here, guys, as I mentioned, I think we have a couple low 7s. Jocelyn here is the next to go. Could get Brunette, though. Guarantee medium top 9 forward. 5-year NHL ETA, though. Might as well just go for it here. Jocelyn, low top 6 defenseman. And our last pick in the draft now. Hopefully, still some more guys who could be low elite left. There's at least 2, 3 here. The one's actually central scouting in the 200s. So, come on. Bergenheim, 58, low 7th. So, the end of the draft wasn't the greatest. But, I mean, usually those picks aren't. The fact we got a high elite goalie, a medium elite goalie, then 2 more medium elite forwards, and a medium top 6. Without a first round pick because we traded back. Incredible. So, the re-sign phase here, guys. $11 million in cap space. Crosby wants to come back. His rating's actually gone up. $9 million, though, for 2 years. We've only got 11. Do we have to re-sign anybody else? Logan Stanley, Chalowski, both 27. Not in our top 6. I mean, we could keep them for the AHL team. Chalowski wants $1 million. I'll let him go. Stanley, though, for that cheap, honestly, might as well. Coronado there, might make an NHL team. Can we get him on a crazy? We can. Wow, okay, so 8 years. We're going to do $900K. Hopefully we can get him playing well, going up in rating, then another steal of a contract. And yeah, guys, so aside from Crosby, we don't have to re-sign anybody. We actually could bring him back. Yeah, Markstrom's still signed there. He's actually gone back up to an 88. We got Allen Felt. Christie, there's the high lead at 57. Probably want to sign him, have him be the backup to get his rating going. And in which case, we'll just trade away Carlton there. Went up, I think, like 5 overall. But you know what, guys? I think I'm going to wait on Crosby just to see who else is available in free agency. We have $11 million. No reason we have to kind of commit to Crosby. Maybe it was someone higher rated and younger for the similar price. So Logan Stanley there said yes. Matt Coronado, they got him in the NHL. Christie, they're the high league goalie. And I think that's like literally it. So we got $11 million now for free agency. We'll see what we can get. Simon Nemec will need a big extension for next year. So maybe Crosby is the play. Just get him on like a 1 year to help us out. But yeah, look at that. Everyone's signed. So we're good to go. Alright, guys. So it's now free agency. Let's see who's available. We got some money to spend. Evan Rodriguez up to an 88. What the heck? I mean, wow. He put up 87 points last year with the Coyotes. That's insane. Lekermaki, Dubois. Okay, so kind of the guy I was thinking about. Like, a bit younger there. A decade younger than Crosby. 3 overall higher. Only $1 million for. We can't afford him, though. He'd be a great second-line center. Now, he did only put up 59 points. Crosby does produce more. Power forward. I still think he might be worth it. It's tough to say. Carter Gauthier, Crosby, Besser there. Owen Power, Marchessault again. You got Ivan Provorov, 89 overall. What's he wants? D-man, $8 million. Alex Nealon's up to an 87. Jacob Chikrin, Thomas Bordelot there. We mentioned him. Still an RFA though. Troy Terry, Tyson Barrie, Brad Marchand. Okay, so a lot of the really good players, honestly. Austin Matthews must have been re-signed with the Leafs. Jake Andrews up to an 89. His right's still owned by the Stars though. After him, you got Leonard's an 87. Gustin there. Take a look at two ways. I feel like our goalies are more than set though. Joel Blomqvist isn't too bad. 23.79 medium starter. Why is Pittsburgh letting this guy go? I don't understand it. Could have him and Allenfelt just to be an insane AHL tandem. I feel like at least for the 1 year, like the high elite, the medium elite are probably too low rated for it to really matter. And looking at two-way skaters here, guys. Rasmus Kupari, 25.80. I mean, we could just get him to join the AHL team. I feel like we're going to lose at least somebody. Raphael Lavoie, 24.78. Kind of the same thing. They're both medium top 6. Now, like I was saying, guys, in regards to Dubois versus Crosby, Dubois is younger, higher rated, but put up less points last year, wants almost $1 million more, and he wants the longer-term deal, where Crosby, 1 year deal, and as we mentioned, we're going to need that money for Nemec next season, probably. So, I'm actually looking at doing the Crosby here. We're actually going to be paying him a bit more than we would have, but it's nice to know that, like, you know, he was the right guy to sign. We saw our other options available. That is assuming he takes the 10-5 for 1. Maybe he gets annoyed. We didn't sign him right away. We should be okay, I think, though. Come on, Sid. And Kupari joins. Lavoie joins. Blomqvist joins. Fowler there for a second and a third. We need his money for Crosby. And there we go. He comes back. Love to see that. And now, guys, I'm going to try and trade this Carlton starter. Only a 57. Again, we got elites in front of him for a 4th to the Capitals. Rejected. I thought the 4th was going to be, you know, too much. The 7th, though, didn't look like enough. So it's probably a 5th or a 6th, his value. It's a 5th. Okay, so at least we get something there. And now we're in September here, guys. We're looking to see what free agents still available. As you can see, a ton of RFAs haven't quite signed yet. But look at this. Might be the biggest steal ever. Pius Suter, 83 overall for $800K. Are you kidding me? Really good puck skills, decent shot. I don't even know if he'll make the NHL team. I probably doesn't. I don't know. It depends like what we do here. But worst case, we have an AHL All-Star. There we go, guys. He did say yes. That's awesome. Now, next you guys have to sign a couple AHL defensemen. We've only got like 4 that are decent. Lassie Thompson, 24.78. I mean, why would I not sign this guy? I don't know why the Senators let him go. He could be a bust, but he could also end up being like a low 80. Solin here, 24.79, high top 6. That's pretty good. With 89 defense awareness, I feel like he's the guy to sign. Like, he could actually definitely be a bottom pairing dude. Again, 3 years, 850K. Great contract if he says yes. And Thompson and Solon both agreed. Nice. Alright, guys, so next, I'll show you what the team is looking like for next season. I know I keep saying this, but honestly, we should be pretty sick. Like, look at the team here. We got Huberdeau, Crosby, Gensel on the first line, getting that +5. Yamamoto, Lindholm, Teravainen's the second line. Again, how Teravainen dropped in rating, no idea. Lindholm here's actually got a second line role, and Gensel went up to a 90, so I want Crosby to still play with him. Third line there, Mangiapane, Connor Geekie, Brad Lambert. That's pretty sick. They're getting a +3. Fourth line, Rosica, Phillips, and Suter. Defensively here, we got Weegar, Nemec, top pair. +5 rating. Nemec now 87. Anderson, Hannafin, second pair. Poirier and Pesce on the bottom pair. They're all getting +2s. Goaltending here, Markstrom still the starter. Wolf backing him up. Still an 83. Now in terms of the AHL team, the AHL team's even more ridiculous. Pelche is down the AHL just because for chemistry reasons and whatever else, like he didn't fit here. You can see he was lower rated than all of our wingers, and again, chemistry-wise, this was the best fourth line. First line center, Protis, Coronado 82. I'd love to have him in the NHL, but there's just nowhere for him to go. He doesn't make the third line wings. I'm not going to waste him on the fourth line. After that, you got Vesalainen, Zeri, Kupari. Like, even that is a nasty AHL second line. Kovala, Lavoie, Beck. Morgan, Kiki, 80 overalls on our fourth line with Huckins and Schwint. Defensively here, this Solon dude's top pair. Hopefully he does well, A90 awareness. Playing with an offensive guy in Kivaharju who's got amazing puck skills, 5 stars. That could be a sick top pair. Lassie Thompson, Logan Stanley on the second pair. Bell, why not bottom? Goaltending wise, Blomqvist now an 81. Him and Allen Felt both. So AHL goalie tandem's actually ridiculous. Like I said, last year this AHL team went 130 points. This year they could win up even more. Like, I think they're just that good. So I'll show you guys the ratings here for the NHL team for next season. We've got 97 offense now, geez. 93 defense, 87 goaltending. Drysdale, of course, re-signed with the Oilers. Never saw him free agency, nor did he get moved at the deadline. So Battle of Alberta is still on. Hopefully we don't only win that, but another Stanley Cup. If you guys enjoyed this one, make sure to leave that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit some button down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.